I don't think a jockey has ever had a better book of rides than you have at this year's festival. It's quite simply extraordinary. And this Simon Sig in the Arkle, what a brilliant horse he is, but you're saying he's the only horse that can actually take Sprinter Sacre off the bridle in the gallops.
Yeah, he works. They don't work Sprinter Sacre and Simon Sig together that often because they would just maybe cut each other's throat completely. But Simon Sig is the only horse that can get the better of Sprinter Sacre at home, and he's an unbelievable horse to work with. He possibly doesn't jump with the same zest as Sprinter Sacre, but I've never ridden a horse who jumps the way Sprinter Sacre does. He is flawless. There's 2 rounds, he's been foot perfect. You'd love to say you'd have a third run in, it might just boost your confidence in him, but what he's done, he's been perfect. You couldn't ask for any better. So I'd be hopeful with a good clear round that he might just go and do the business.
Yeah, I'd say that's very, very likely, Kevin. I mean, he really does look a machine, and you know, Overturn has been an extraordinary horse, an extremely versatile horse. Has won on the flat, you know, was a smart performer, second in the champion hurdle last year, so he's a fair tool, but at the same time he's a good one to beat in Simon Sig.
Well, if Simon Sig can take Sprinter Sacre off the gallop at home, Simon Sig will win from here to Prestbury Park. We all know what Sprinter Sacre is like. We'll speak about him a bit in a while, but Overturn's an admirable type of horse. I think he's an 8 or 9 year old now. And you know, he's not the biggest horse in the world, but he's a deadly leper of a fence. I was very impressed when he won at the way he's jumping around Doncaster the last day. But of course he won a Chester Cup around Chester in the flat. He won a Galway hurdle. He's been second in the champion hurdle as well. But Simon Sig, I think he could set this race up for Simon Sig. I think Overturn likes obviously to make the running. He go a right good gallop. Barry will obviously be sitting in, taking his time in behind. He's oozes his stamina. And it'll be a fascinating race to watch, and I think he's going to be very, very hard to beat. I think he's a worthy favourite, and especially after what Barry's just had to say there now about taking Sprinter Sacre off the bridle. If there's 8 runners in it, I don't know how many runners are going to be in it, but if there's 8 runners in it, I definitely have a few quid each way on Beneficent to finish 3rd. I don't think Arkle Legionnaire will get round, maybe. I think himself and Overturn will cut each other's throats. Arkle Legionnaire isn't going to get all things his own way, as we all know he does. And I think Beneficent, I can't see him getting near the top 2 in the betting, but if there is 8 runners, or say betting without maybe Simon Sig, the way to go could be Beneficent. But he's a winner, I think, of 2 great ones. I thought he worked real well the other day in a piece of work after racing in Leopardstown, but I can't see past Simon Sig, especially after what Barry's after saying. And if you're looking for an each way bet, if there's 8 runners, I'm betting without the favourite, Beneficent at 20 to 1.
Liam, what price is he with you at the moment, and are you going to maybe put up a price on him this evening?
Well, he is 20 to 1 at the moment, and I would agree with Kevin. I think when you looked at his last win at Leopardstown, he had Oscar's well beaten. Even though Oscar's well made a mistake at the last day, there's only going to be one winner, and that was Beneficent. Arkle Legionnaire, in my opinion, has no chance of staying up in an Arkle. I think he's definitely going to come down. He just makes too many mistakes. Overturn, his speed probably at the front will be blunted a little bit because it won't be that quickest ground, so he's no chance. This is one where punters are going to get stuck into Barry, and why shouldn't they? Just after that 170 he said there, he's taking...
What price is Barry currently on Simon Sig?
7 to 4 on. You have to be buying money. I mean, if he's taking Sprinter Sacre on the gallops, Jesus Christ, your Sprinter Sacre will win from here to Prestbury Park.
He still have to jump over fences though, Leo.
No, listen, I mean, he's jumped twice over fences, foot perfect, nothing wrong, Dennis. He's the winner, no doubt about it.
Dave?
I agree with the lads, this is a 1 horse race. The rest are chasing them over for a share of the place running. Simon Sig has come out before he ever ran a bumper. He'd buckets of experience, he flew over loads of fences and pointer. His jumping has been full perfect. Dropping him back from 2.5 last year when he won an Attheraces back to 2, no problem. Ground isn't an issue. Like, I mean, you can go into any bank in any part of the city and you won't get the same kind of return as you will for investing your 100 quid or 200 quid in Simon Sig. Like, he gets stuck in, and whatever you have, it's a marvellous job. He won't be beat.
A few requests here on the left. I want to know, are you going to put up a price on Simon Sig this evening?
Yeah, 7 to 4 on then.
7 to 4 on.
Yeah. 7 to 4 on then. 6 to 4 on. Dennis, it's too early in the night. There will be a few later on.
Get the pints into him, get the pints
There
into
will be a
him.
few later on, but definitely, Dennis, you couldn't take a chance with Simon Sig. Just listen to what that gentleman to the left of me just said there.
We're going to get you to take a chance later on in the
evening. We will do.
Donn, Simon Sig, unbelievable prospect as well. And I was just saying to Barry earlier, if Simon Sig wins this race this year and wins as well as he's expected to, they're going to have extraordinary ammunition for the champion chase next year if he does stay at the 2 mile division.
Yeah, it'll be some conundrum for Barry if he rolled this forward, please God, and we're all here next year talking about the two of them going for the champion chase. But Barry was saying earlier, he's won a point to point and he won the Neptune hurdle on 2 miles 5, so he could possibly step up and trip Simon Sig, keep Sprinter Sacre to the 2 mile division, out of which he's so good. But yeah, it's hard to see past Simon Sig here. Overturn, it's hard to see Overturn winning an Arkle. For me, it's actually surprised me how well he's done so far on the fences, because he doesn't look like a chaser. He's a small horse, as Kevin said. He's a Chester Cup winner. He's a hurdler who's gone chasing late in his life, and you just can't see him. He'd need to do everything right. Even in an ordinary Arkle, even if Simon Sig wasn't in the race, he'd have to do everything right to win it. So for me, Overturn's a take-on job, and that makes Simon Sig and even it gives him an even better chance. I like Arvika Legionnaire as a horse, but I think he needs to go right-handed, and he probably needs 2.5 miles. So the Powers Gold Cup at Ferryhouse, for me, was the race for him. And outside of that, it's a weak division. Beneficient's got a chance. He's an underrated horse, but it's really barring a mishap. It's hard to see past Simon Sig.